Everybody is, well, almost everybody is here, and it has been one hell of a time.
It really has. I mean, like, it has been actually really nice to see just so many people all the way through, you know, like from all sorts of different regions. But of course, you know, it's always made me laugh because, you know, we bring together so many regions, but in the end, there's always a common theme, and it is East of England dominating these top 8s. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now also.
Yes, it is. Bloom4Eva versus Crime's very own Peli. And we're seeing the beginning of game 1 here on Battlefield, a 60% lead already here for Bloom4Eva. You know, been a bit of a crazy bracket for everybody, I think, here. But I mean, Bloom showing that, you know, that close set with Gaia already didn't matter. Look, 112% basically unanswered.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been so many close calls and so many different sets between these two, and finally the meeting here in these mini semis. But almost immediately, Bloom just showing just complete dominance, just catching so many, you know, Peli just falling to the floor, just always being right in their face, and Peli not really being able to get too much, you know, on Bloom yet.
Yeah, this is what a lot of people consider to be number 1 and 2 UK right now.
Yeah.
With Peli, you know, recently back from Glitch Infinite, going to Genesis. Bloom being our kind of regions, like Hidden Boss, you know, we like from across Europe, like
I don't
people
even know if they're hidden anymore.
Name.
They're so
oh, well, they're
visible
not hidden in the UK
now.
for sure, but like they're yet to travel out of region. And I mean, we're clearly showing why Bloom is the monster that they are. Look at them go, almost gets the grab there, but I mean, Peli's been clawing this back piece by piece now.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the one kind of common theme with Peli's gameplay is always that, you know, it's a marathon, not a race. You know, and of course, you know, playing Sonic, which is a character that, you know, does typically like to play it slow, you know, sort of, you know, waits for their opponent to do something, and then they commit, you know, they go for the hard options. And it's exactly what we're seeing all, you know, at the beginning of the set already. Bloom taking this quite early, sort of dominant lead, but then suddenly Peli just piece by piece, as you said, bringing it back, and I mean, you know, still living 170%.
Yeah, here we see the grab, the forward throw, but the good DI from Peli is going to mean that they live. A homing attack, beating out the guns and the F-tilt. I mean, this is the problem with Bayonetta, right? All the damage in the world, but where are the kill options? You might have jab, forward throw, and back air, but that's basically it. Down throw. That wasn't what I named. It was none of them, actually. Wow, down throw taking the first stock here, almost just over 2 minutes in, actually.
And it was actually just a lovely mix-up there from Bloom, you know, not going for that forward throw that Peli probably expected. In fairness, it probably would have killed at that sort of percentage, but just the fact that Bloom, you know, thought, you know what, I'm still going to mix it up anyway, just to be sure that you do actually die.
Yeah, and now it's Peli's turn to fish for the kill. No shot, is that going to kill? That is, oh my goodness me, but Bloom dies, but oh, he doesn't really care. That is a fantastic trade for Bloom. One catch off stage with the Witch Twist, and that is going to be Bloom taking a very clean stock lead.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely such a good trade for Bloom there. You know, it didn't matter that they fell to the death. They can lose one, they've still got 2 fresh ones. You know, absolutely fine for Bloom. And I mean, just immediately, you know, upon, you know, respawning, Bloom again just taking this strong lead here. Of course, Peli now really having to try and claw it back here, and, you know, definitely, as you said before, like, Sonic, not a character that can do it all that quickly, so Peli really going to have to dig in, you know, and find those hits that he needs.
Yeah, I mean, oh, look, it really is the Bloom show. The up tilt back air, that's almost going to be the stock. The taunts, walks back for the F smash. Only an F tilt punish from Peli, but we need to see a stock very, very soon to even try to come back into this game. A forward smash from Ledge could do it? No, doesn't seem to get the Ledge trap today.
I mean, what we're just seeing here is like just kind of Bloom at that kind of absolute peak. You know, when they start taunting, going for those forward smashes, you know they're comfortable. Bloom is definitely feeling this. He knows he's like so close away from taking that first game. And now just trying to find that final hit to do it, and it is going to be that back air into the stage. You cannot take that, and you are dead.
You are absolutely not. I mean, 190% once again, but it doesn't matter if you know, Bloom finds these openings so consistently. How they continue their advantage just so well for every single point of Peli's play. Like, Bloom knows that getting the lead is so important, and then playing with the lead, Bloom just shuts every one of your options down. We saw that there. You can only jump it or use the up B, sorry, you have no jump. That's a back air into the wall. Fantastic recognition. But what's Peli going to do to try and get this back here on Game 2 on Smashville?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's interesting enough that we've gone to Smashville, actually, Peli actually opting to kind of close the gap between them, actually thinking, okay, I want to actually be in Bloom's face. Bloom was all over me in that game 1, so I want to be in their face all of a sudden. So going to be using this kind of smaller stage just to sort of, inherently get that just from the stage pick alone.
Yeah, and I mean, this is also a stage where you don't have a massive top platform there. Bayonetta can take you off the top, she can take you off the side. If the ledge to blast zone isn't too big, it's going to be a lot harder, especially if, you don't have a massive top platform like Battlefield or Yoshi's Story does. So, yeah, pretty decent counter pick here from Peli, and yeah, clearly wants to keep the game close. But, I mean, that's not keeping it close, is it, really? Bloom taking it with a fantastic back air.
It's just what we said, like, Bloom is always there in exactly the right spot, and what makes them so terrifying. They're constantly in the perfect place to get the perfect punish. Like they just knew, that back air was gonna land. They go for it, it hits, and then they just continue their absolute just dominance.
Yeah, but Peli is not letting the extra credit happen for Bloom. Every single hit, that's going to be a whiffed grab. A little bit of spaghetti seemingly here, but no. Oh my goodness me, the afterburner kick from the ground. Gonna find their mark, and 53% again. Peli's really got to get this kill now.
Yeah, you can see Peli struggling a little bit actually to find those hits, and again, just every second that ticks by, Bloom just getting a few more hits in, and this is all free damage for them. So Peli really needing to find his kill now. 152 on Bloom, and still not able to find it, but finally that forward tilt hits, and Peli is able to take that stock away. Only 69% on them, not too much of a gap to fill.
Yeah, it was a fantastic reaction with that F-tilt as well, recognizing the air dodge behind, and then just saying, okay, drop shield F-tilt, that's my option. Really good stuff, but the first witch time we see from Bloom this set, not quite going to hit the forward smash. Showing their hand a little bit, and I thought they really had it as well, but not going to quite make it. And Peli's got to be thanking their lucky stars for this, because that's another opportunity versus Bayonetta.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like the perfect timing on that air dodge for Peli there, just to literally just slide through that forward smash, and of course avoiding the up tilt as well, which Bloom really likes to do, just to get into an up smash or something like that. But Bloom still on 42% here. Not too much being done, but Peli surviving and still trying to keep hold of his stock. He does not want to drop it just yet, but Bloom is really on the hunt here.
Yeah, that net, oh my goodness me, and another air dodge caught with the back air. Bloom seemingly not giving Peli any kind of leash on life. Wants to make sure this is over as quick as possible. And just in general, the neutral has been Bloom favored since the beginning. Oh no.
Yeah, and here we go. It just begins like that, doesn't it? But like, just Bloom finding that one hit, and then just carrying it so fast. So much damage being put on. And again, here we are. Bloom 2 stocks. There's, again, another witch twist actually missing for Bloom there. It's so unfortunate, but again, he's still in an incredible position to actually still take this game away. And Peli really just struggling to get hits on Bloom at all.
Yeah, it's been the Bloom game all the time. So it's all coming down to the question of what does Peli have to do to get their advantage? Forward smash is not the answer. Gonna get grabbed into forward throw. What's the edge guard? Not gonna be the back air like it was in game 1, but trying to find something is Bloom and Peli. But if anyone's got to find something here, Peli needs a bleeding treasure map at this point.
Yeah, you saw Bloom going for that Wish Twist as well. They're trying to end it now. They don't even want to lose their second stock. They just want to end it now, take that game 2. And meanwhile, Peli just playing so carefully right now. You can see them weaving in and out, just trying to escape all around Bloom. But just at the same time, they're not able to find the hits that they need to get themselves back in this. They're still struggling. You see them throwing out those forward tilts as well, kind of almost panicking a little bit. They know how important it is to not take too much damage, but also to take the stock away.
Yes, and here's Peli on the ledge once again. Bloom doesn't find it, but it's a down tilt, not a forward tilt that's going to catch Bloom from Peli, allowing Bloom4Eva to live a little bit longer. Whoa,
ooh,
easy.
Okay.
Smash ultimate, baby. Sometimes moves just don't work, but that forward tilt is definitely going to be 164%. I don't know how good at the comeback Sonic is. It's normally, keeping the lead, but the bit of a susty eye there on that up air, and that's going to be Bloom4Eva taking another game here.
Yeah, just so unfortunate for Peli. He did get the stock away from Bloom, but then when you're at the percentage like 160, it's such a mountain to climb even on lost stock because you have to play so intricately. And with Bloom just being all over your face anyway, throwing out these strong hits which are all intended to kill, it is inevitable that you are going to be met by one of them.
Somehow, I think this really does come back to Peli's disadvantage. Peli needs to find ways to reset the neutral really quickly because you are taking so much damage, and it's not even as if like Bloom is missing these kills either, or like not getting these kills into a super high percent. It's the fact that like they just keep Peli in disadvantage for so long. I mean, look at it now, the forward throw, 63%, tries to get a spike with that down, a bit cheeky, but not quite going to get it.
And again, you're like, you talk about how Bloom just keeps him in disadvantage, and it's, we saw it immediately at the start of this game as well. Peli actually getting a quite nice string off, sort of putting on about 30% onto Bloom, but then Bloom just robbing it away from him, getting that which time, and then just immediately getting Peli up to about 80%, and that is kind of a repeat of what we're seeing each time. Just Bloom just carrying this advantage so well. It's not a single moment where anything sort of drops. He's normally able to find a stock at the end of it.
Yeah, and I mean, Peli getting out of the edge guard situation might get put back straight into another one. The Witch Twist beats the spring from Sonic. Who's going to get the hit? It's going to be Peli with the forward throw. What's the option? Oh, misses the spring off of the ledge. A little bit of an execution error there, but hey, it's now Bloom's turn to disadvantage. And Miss Tech is going to be the end of the stock. Wow, Peli going up in the lead for the first time this set.
No, absolutely lovely stuff there from Peli. And still hanging on as well. We had to pause a moment just to make sure that he wasn't dead. And unfortunately, as I was saying all that, he dies anyway. But regardless, it was still a very nice stock from Peli to take away Bloom's first stock. Just putting on so much pressure with that spring, forcing Bloom to recover sort of quite high, and then sort of just poking above the ledge, getting that forward tilt in, taking the stock away. But now, as we say all that, Bloom again just grabbing that advantage, forcing it away from Peli, and then just piling on 45% of damage.
Okay, Peli, that wasn't 2 afterburner kicks. That was after I've stopped the iron afterburner kicks. And we're like, come on, Peli. Really, I mean, if you can't give stocks like this to Bloom, really. Because as we now see, like, Bloom, you're giving Bloom the opportunity to get the lead. And he does have it by ever so incrementals. But this is Sonic we're talking about. The lead matters such a great deal because it changes the entire dynamic of the game. Whether you're being camped or whether you're the one camping, Bloom is now in the driver's seat again.
No, absolutely. And I mean, part of Peli's what makes him such a scary player is the ability just to, when he gets that lead, he normally keeps hold of it. But in this set, Bloom just hasn't given him that lead. So, kind of what makes Peli so strong and what's so scary to face has been taken away from him. And again, like, Bloom has taken away the stock, and he's just continuing it, just throwing out all these moves, putting in so much damage, and Peli just struggling here.
Yeah, okay, here we go. There's another grab at the ledge. Peli off stage, the Witch Twist. But barely missing the afterburner kick. Trying to take him down with them, but Bloom is not going to quite get it. It's misspacing that forward air. No shot. Okay. 100%, but not dead. Peli needs to find something now because this could be the end of the set.
Yeah, it was such an important stock Peli took away from Bloom there. The SD actually mattering a lot, potentially giving Peli a chance. But Bloom is just putting a stop to it. Finally, Peli able to escape without using the spring. But 147% wasn't. This is very, very scary.
I know, I see those forward airs. I get Vietnam flashbacks for it. That's surely an up smash.
No, and he escapes.
Peli's had some crazy figures. Look at Bloom's lead. Look how many, and think about how many opportunities Bloom has hit which time and just not punished him whatsoever.
Absolutely.
That's so crazy. But like, we get to the point where any one of Bayonetta's hits surely has to kill and or lead into a kill move.
Oh,
Peli, come on, my guy.
Yeah, Peli really starting to bring it back here, but this is such a difficult position. This is so intricate for Peli. He knows he cannot be hit by basically anything. Meanwhile, there are so many moves, just like Witch Time, but again, he escapes with the spin dash and able to avoid certain death there. Meanwhile, 77% on Bloom, and Peli's not slowing down. He's carrying a lot of momentum right now, and he just needs to find that finishing hit. The back air lands. Is Peli able to finish this off?
I mean, this is the closest it's been all set when in terms of Peli, being last stock at a very, very high percent. But now Bloom's a high percent. Bayonetta, a very, very light character. And look at how many moves we're seeing get thrown out. That's going to be a combo into the forward air, Smile.
So close there for Peli. You saw them nearly land the forward air as well. And Bloom now actually starting to play a bit more defensive themselves, just kind of, slowing it down, being like, okay, actually, I recognize the danger I'm in now. Meanwhile, Peli is almost fully on the aggression. He is in Bloom's face. Finally, Bloom gets the grab, and that is what leads into the stock, and Bloom taking it 3-0 over Peli after such an intense last
And
stock.
you can see the frustration in Peli's face. 3